Hello everybody, in this video we are going to talk about future of jobs. Well, we keep hearing a lot about the IT jobs are going to go away, machine learning, artificial intelligence, a lot of new age technologies are going to take these jobs out. Is that the reality? Please do watch the video till the very end because this is related to our corporate jobs. Do these jobs actually stay with us in the near future or are we going to be jobless? Now the first question when we think about future of jobs is, will we actually have a job or not? According to World Economic Forum, they released a report stating that in the next 7 years, 69 million new jobs will be added around the world. So that's a great news, right? However, at the same time, the same report also highlights that 83 million jobs would be taken out of the market. And what does this mean? There would be a net reduction of 14 million jobs from the overall world. This is approximately 2% of all the jobs that are there right now. Since it's only a 2% reduction, you might not be worried about too much that, hey, jobs might not exist, but it's important to know that the 69 million new jobs that are coming into the market are literally based on new technologies, emerging industries, and something which you need to think about. So where are these jobs coming from and what are these jobs all about? There are three ways in which we need to look at this question. The first one is the emerging industries and emerging fields. The second one is how the current jobs themselves are changing. And number three, are there a few jobs which are going to go down drastically? So let's start with the first one. What are the new age industries that are coming up right now? The first one we have to think about is sustainability. Even if you're an IT employee, even if you're a manufacturing guy, doesn't really matter. Sustainability is going to come into your world very soon. And why is that the case? If you think about sustainability right now, what all the major corporations do is they just do some namesake stuff. Yes, they release a sustainability report. Mostly it is called as greenwashing because they just release the report copying from the prior year or copying from a competitor. But unfortunately, sustainability is actually a bigger problem than just you and me. So corporations have to move towards that. Governments have to move towards that. European countries have already put a tax in place, 5% carbon tax. And what does this mean? Corporations who are always looking for profits want to avoid this tax anyway. So they will move towards a much more sustainable future. And it's not just European countries. India will lead into this direction very, very soon. So even if you are an IT person, even if you are a manufacturing person, understand where sustainability would fit into your own network or your own industry. For example, a lot of big corporations have already started thinking about how I can improve my code efficiently and how I can write the code from a green perspective so that less energy is consumed for writing this piece of code. This is the reality. A lot of big companies are already looking into green code. Yes, and manufacturing companies, whether it is fashion, whether it is steel, iron ore, doesn't really matter. All these guys are also looking at sustainable environments within their own constraints. And this is the new reality. Again, along with sustainability, a new set of industries are emerging like EV, electric vehicles. Electric vehicle specialization is going to be an emerging field. These fields literally don't have many people. So you can get started, but your obvious question would be, hey Pavan, how do I upskill in these spaces? There are two ways. Number one, you yourself should read a lot about how sustainability is changing your specific industry. There are not too many courses in the sustainability space that I would like to recommend at this point in time. However, the second way that you need to upskill in this area is by talking to the people who are currently in the sustainability space, because these guys have got a head start and you can follow their footsteps and so that you can fasten your own journey. The second thing is about how some of the existing industries are changing. And most of the existing industries that are already seeing that change is because of AI or machine learning. Let me give you an example of management consulting where I have a lot of background. What do consultants do typically? They go to a client site and they solve a business problem. Why are sales going down? How can we increase revenues? Etc. etc. And how do they solve these problems? By using data. They do data analysis, then they work with the clients to present the insights coming from the data. But over the last few years, data analysis is becoming a product itself. You can make those computations as a piece of the code, and you can basically upload these calculations on the cloud so that the data is directly fed into these cloud servers and all you get is the answer directly. Instead of a 4-member consulting team, all you need is one person who is constantly analyzing the data, who is constantly analyzing the solutions coming from these AI models. So you can see that management consultants need to now know how to work with these technology solutions. Rather, even better, if you are a technology guy, you can apply for product-based roles in the management consulting industry. Similarly, investment bankers, previously the requirement was, are you a graduate from a top business school anywhere in the world? IIM A, B, C, or Harvard, INSEAD, Stanford, any of these schools. That's it. That was the primary requirement. But now, investment banking job descriptions are also asking for Python, technical skills. So you can see how technology is pushing the boundaries for industries which are not related to technology at all. And this is how existing industries are also changing. Now, what are some of the jobs that will completely go obsolete? Well, you can imagine that customer service representatives, right? These jobs are very highly likely to go out because there are a lot of chatbots that are intelligent and they can have a structured or unstructured conversation with the customer. Previously, chatbots were fed a particular script and they can answer only that script. But with the large language models, chatbots are able to adapt to the conversation and they don't need additional inputs from an individual within the organization. So customer service representative kind of jobs are definitely going to go out of the market. Similarly, data entry roles, website creation, all the basic jobs that you would imagine that are currently going on in the IT industry, there is a huge risk that these jobs would go out. Now you can ask me, Pavan, hey, what do I do? Because if these jobs go away, there are very few jobs. Absolutely, there are fewer jobs. As we discussed at the start, while 69 million new jobs are getting added, 83 million jobs are going out. My request to you would be, you upskill. Please don't deprioritize upskilling to whenever you have time. Your current job will keep you engaged from 9 in the morning till 10 at night. But if you are laid off, you are laid off. And at that point in time, you cannot go and hunt for upskilling opportunities. You need to take out an hour or two every single day to ensure that you are upskilling. Whether it is in the space of sustainability, whether it is in the space of EV, whether it is connecting with the people who already have these kind of industry insights, go connect with people on LinkedIn. The second way I would strongly recommend you to think about your career is making sure you just don't rely on one skill. For example, if you are a manager, project manager in the IT industry, there is a high risk that you might be replaced. A younger guy who has probably lesser years of experience but equally capable of doing these things could easily replace you. Rather, what you cannot be replaced for is if you have technical project manager experience. A combination of skills is always hard to replace. Whether it is AWS plus front-end back-end or domain expertise plus project management, or even within management consulting, it is again domain expertise plus consulting skill set. These combinations of primary and secondary skill sets will act as a shield against a recession or even during the layoff period. We have been through tough times in 2023 and even 2022, so we need to be prepared. Hoping that 2024 is much easier, but that doesn't mean that we let our guards down and we take this as an opportunity to actually get better in our career and build that future for ourselves. Do let me know if you have any questions related to future of jobs. I'll try to answer in the comments itself, or I'll make a new video around it. Thank you so much, guys. Please do share it in your network and we'll look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Bye-bye.